Yo, what's good? It's your man 100 Grand Ross for The Rock Never Stops. Today I want to do this video about is Markelle Fultz the missing piece for the Orlando Magic and their rebuild. If you enjoy this video, smash the like button for me, hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. Yo, when I was watching this game last night, and I rewatched it today, the Phoenix Suns versus the Orlando Magic, I realized that the Orlando Magic are done with the rebuild. They're done playing guys just so that they develop. They're done trying to experiment with different lineups and guys who show potential. They are now on a course of seeing who can be a part of a playoff level Orlando Magic team. Let's be clear. The Orlando Magic have their guy. They do actually probably better than almost any other franchise when they get a number one pick. They get into the NBA Finals, going back to Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. When they got that number one pick, they've taken that pick to the NBA Finals. Even if they haven't won, they get there. And that's to say that this team knows how to build a winner when they've got the guy. And Paolo Banchero looks like that guy. Now, is he as talented as a Shaquille O'Neal? I don't see it, right? But Shaquille O'Neal is a top 10 player of all time, right? Is he as talented as Dwight Howard? Maybe offensively, though I think the impact that Dwight Howard had defensively almost immediately is just still something out of this world that a lot of people really don't appreciate yet. But what I do see in Paolo Banchero is that Jason Tatum level of dynamic scoring and playmaking. His ability to be that go-to guy, to not just be a more than competent scorer against any type of defense. He's also a dynamic playmaker and someone who can get to the rim, who can get his shot off against just about any type of defense. He's confident and he knows who he is. He has the right mentality with the basketball IQ to do so efficiently and competently for a high-level scorer for a playoff team. I think he's the guy for them. Now, I think a lot of us also, I think it's a consensus that Franz Wagner is an amazing complementary piece. But I also think most of us recognize that he's probably better off as your third or fourth option on a championship team, not your one or two. Of course, I also still love Wendell Carter Jr. I think he's probably one of the best, probably 5 or 6 centers in the NBA, especially when he's healthy because of his skill set. And so what I begin to look at is, what is the piece that they're missing? And the piece that they're missing is that number 2 scorer. And not just as a scorer, but somebody who is, I don't want to say quite unstoppable, because it's hard to get 2 unstoppable offensive forces. But you can get somebody who's extremely high level. You think about a Chris Middleton to a Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? You think about a Jaylen Brown to Jason Tatum, right? You think about a Klay Thompson to a Stephen Curry. You don't ever confuse them for the number 1, but they look real good as the number 2. And in this game, Markelle Fultz against the Phoenix Suns dropped 25 points, 9 assists against a team that's competing for a championship. Now, I get it. He's able to pick on Chris Paul to an extent because Chris Paul at this point is not an elite level defender at all, even in the least bit. But it began to show you what it looks like when he's this aggressive offensive force for this team and how much they need him to be that guy if this team is going to be able to turn the corner and begin to shoot for the playoffs. We have to recognize that the East is as deep as ever right now. And really, the NBA is as deep as ever. There's more talent than we've ever seen before. And right now, it's about fit. Now, I love Markelle Fultz as a talent. I've never given up on him. I've always believed in this talent through the injuries, through the trade. And what we see today is another glimpse of his potential that was seen when he was first drafted. But I still think that there's levels for him to get to. I still think he has an opportunity to grow in his talent and to really start extending his range back out to that three-point line like he was in college, where it was nice and smooth. I think he could become more of a consistently aggressive scorer, where he's looking for his shot because he probably does one of the best jobs of balancing playmaking for himself and others throughout the game. And his ability to get just about anywhere he wants on the court with that size, agility, balance, strength, and length at his position. I mean, he is a mismatch to contend with. But the big question is, can he be consistent? Can he be consistent? Is this 25-9 an aberration? Is it a shot in the dark and we're just like, oh, wow, there was a glimpse, but we know that's not really what you're going to get on a night in and night out basis? Or is this Markelle Fultz turning the corner? I want to know what you all think. Can Markelle Fultz be this guy? Can he be the guy that's his number 2 scorer, this complementary playmaker, dynamic scorer that they need to partner next to Paolo Banchero? Or do they need to look elsewhere? And if so, who would you like them to try to pursue? Yo, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button for me, hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. I'm going to get at y'all in the comment section. Peace.